Okay, you guys, we're getting closer and closer to the new year. So I think I pushed out all the signs. If I missed any signs, I do apologize. First card that came out as I started shuffling. I'm not gonna take it, but we're gonna leave it out. I'm not gonna take it, but we're gonna leave it out. Okay. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. Like I said, it's not just a movement. It is. I mean, it's not just a channel. It is a movement, but it's just not. It's not just a movement either. It's a way of living. It's a way of being. So I thought I would do a collective reading for what are the lessons that we learned using the lesson oracle deck for the year 2021. What are some of the lessons that we learned for the year 2021, Spirit? As we close this year out, Spirit, as we say our final goodbyes to the year 2021, what are some of the lessons that we have learned? Okay, Spirit. Whew. Bottom of the deck is guilt. Oh my God. Yes. 2021 has definitely been a year of guilt. You know what I'm saying? Feeling guilty for having peace, feeling guilty for having happiness, feeling guilty for having COVID, not knowing if you transmitted any virus, you know what I'm saying? But it says guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. So the things that you were taught, the things that you learned, the things that you picked up on, you learned in 2021. That is not the way of living. That is not the way to true happiness. That is not the way to true happiness. That is not the way through peace and understanding that you had to grieve. You had to go through these processes. You had to go through these changes in order to find your happiness, in order to find your peace. You had to grieve. You had to understand that losing something or someone is an opportunity to appreciate it or them. So you learned a lot. In the middle of it all is peace. I'm hearing still. God set us still to realize, what does peace mean to you? What is peace? What does peace mean to you? In the center, smack dead in the middle of grief, overall energy, guilt, and before happiness. Before happiness, there's peace. Before there's peace, there is grief. Oh, okay, Spirit. But you had to choose. What is it? You had to make a choice. You had to choose. You had to, I'm here, call in the higher power. Seek that divine wisdom. You had to, I'm hearing shamas. I keep hearing shamas. You called in the shamas. You called in that higher voice, that higher power. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Look at this card. Yes, you chose to focus on the lighter side, and it brought you happiness. It brought you peace. It brought you understanding, grief. And as you choose to focus on the lighter side of life, you develop a sense of patience. Not only PP loans. Somebody got a PP loan. Oh my God, Lord, stop playing. Stop playing. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Shots are fired, honey. Shots are fired. And that's crazy because before I started this reading, I had already like, I'm going to do a collective. Shots fired twice. 2-2, year 2022. We're getting ready for it. It's coming in. But patience, PP, patience is I accept that everything happens in divine order. You accept that you have no control over anything. The only thing that you have control over is your peace. You have control of whether or not you want to be happy or not. And 2021 has definitely shaped you, have definitely taught you that You went through a lot of stages of grief to learn this, to get to this, to be able to enjoy this. You learn the essence of peace. And then I'm hearing WizKid, you don't need nobody. I love that song. Grief on top of denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. You grow, you change. You accept the things for what they are. You accept for things of how they are. You understand that you have no control over anything, anyone, any situation, but yourself at the end of the day. So anything that you realized that was either eating at you, made you feel uncomfortable, made you uncertain. I'm getting a lot of uncertainty. You instilled it with awareness, and I'm also getting transmuting energy. You transmuted that energy, and this is what we're about on this channel. We're about evolving, moving, taking those punches, taking those downfalls, taking those lessons and learning them, and then applying the pressure. That's what this is about. And it says denial. You're no longer in denial because you choose to accept the things that is happening to you. You're making the choice that when it would happen, it would happen. And God, I'm hearing what He's saying. When you release these attachments, I'm getting the divine abundance. When you release the attachments, the non-grasping attachments and detachments, you bring the peace of God. They bring the peace of God. And go look at my last reading, because I said that. It was under the deck, was crowned, or under the reading is love. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And that is love. That is light. Understanding that, hey, there is a lesson here. Yes, I could take it into a very negative point, but I understand, what is it that I need to see? What is it that I'm focusing on? What is it that I'm missing? You know what I'm saying? What is it that brought me to this situation? And how can I better this solution? How can I bring about a better resolution? How can I resolve this issue for the benefit of all, for everyone? And it says the overall deck, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. If 2021 did not teach you how to navigate mentally, then I don't know what you did in 2021. But at the end of the day, this is what